The Ruach HaKodesh of Ha-Adonai is upon me, because he has anointed me to preach the gospel to the poor. He has sent me to heal the brokenhearted, to proclaim liberty to the captives and recovery of sight to the blind, to set at liberty those oppressed, to proclaim the acceptable year of Ha-Adonai. Hallelujah.
Turn with me to the 4th chapter of Luke, verse 18. The Spirit of the Lord is upon me, because he hath anointed me to preach the gospel to the poor. He hath sent me to heal the brokenhearted, to preach deliverance to the captives, and recovering of sight to the blind, to set at liberty them that are bruised. Jesus took up the book in the temple and read these words, and impressed the fact because of the manifestation of the work he was doing.
A reading from the scroll of the prophet Isaiah. The Spirit of the Lord God is upon me, because the Lord has anointed me to bring good news. He has sent me to heal the brokenhearted, proclaim liberty to the captives, and the recovery of sight to the blind, to the opening of the prison for those who are bound, to proclaim the year of the Lord's favor.
You are now riding with the Ruach for Yahuwah. Kahan tells a doctor, foul-mouthed Kahan, so you know who's saying. Riding with the Ruach, I am your host, Kahan Tazadak, so you know who said it, the foul-mouthed Kahan. And I want to talk about these fake social media profiles that are, many of these manginas, these simps, are simping out. These people are on social media DMing you, and half of the time you think it's a broad and it's a dude. Be very mindful of that. You have a lot of losers out there that pose as broads, but it's really a dude, and they get off on this stuff, huh? I mean, alternative lifestyle. You dig? You feel me? But nevertheless, man, too many of you guys, you're just bound down to Eve. So the question I want to ask you is, what is she bringing to the table to offer you that she hasn't offered another man already? All of that. You meet her, you're contemplating getting married, and she's thinking about how much she could get out of you and then move on to the next dude. This is real. I'm giving you T codes, Tazadak codes. I'm putting you up on game, my guy. I'm just keeping it all the way real with you, right? So you meet a lot of females, they pretend to be into you, and then you find out in the end, you're talking on social media. Some of you guys, you catch feelings for them, and then, you meet them in person, they look nothing like the photo. In fact, the photo might be 10 years old, or it might be a photo of someone else. Half of the times when they won't meet you, it's a guy. So I'm trying to tell you to beware. So I'm going to get on this street glide right here, and let's get ready to ride. We're going to talk about this, and maybe I'm going to help you out. There's a lot of weirdos out there, a lot of losers. You dig what I'm saying? So a lot of you guys, you never had no father. That's a fact, bro. Many of you never had no father figure, so you don't even really know what a good woman would look like. You don't even know how to measure her, right? So, I mean, you're just grateful someone's talking to you, right? You don't have the courage, then you have this anxiety, approach anxiety that you won't even approach a broad in person. So you hide behind the computer. You're fake. She might be fake. And then when you meet, you already done caught feelings. You don't even know who you dealing with, right? So be careful on social media. A lot of scammers out there. If someone asks you for something, personally, be smart. And if you meet in a public venue, I don't even care if they send us a female, because it might be a setup. Where I come from, Brooklyn, broad just set you up. A dude will use a female, or a few dudes will use a female to set you up to try and hit you for a lick. So, you know what I mean? Be a little aware. Lift your self-esteem. I've written 2 books on relationships, right? By the way, I am Kahan Tells a Doc, a spokesman for men and women that crave them. I have a book. You can get it on my website, www.kahantellsadoc.com or www.kahantellsadoc.net. Or you could get it at Facebook. No, so like on Amazon. It's called A Spokesman for Men. Or you could get my book, The High Value Man Guide to Understanding the Modern Woman, because let's face it, folks, many of you guys you need this, given the fact that in current society, approximately 75% of men are being reared by a single parent, which is a woman. Well, this is where a lot of you dudes, you have like bitch-like ways. You have like a broad, you're very argumentative. You get into your emotional, like hard body. So when you talking to a real man, you get highly emotional and then you go in denial. And so the first thing that I ask a dude like that, like, let's be honest, you didn't have your father in your life, right? And sometimes your father doesn't necessarily need to be there if he wasn't there, but you need some masculine male figure. And a lot of men are lacking that. So you go to social media, you're whacking off. You don't even know how to talk to a female in person, and you don't know how to like discern between a quality woman and a typical broad. You just go for her because she might be hot. She might look all right. And most of that's made up. There's nothing about me made up, homie. Most of that might be made up. So, you and some of you guys, you're successful, but when it comes to the department of females, you're weak. You're weak, my guy. You're weak, my dude. You're weak, son. And so you bring all of this to the table, and the only thing she's bringing is some box. And she's attractive. She's hot. And guess what? She's going to be with you for a hot minute, and she's going to snatch your earnings, your lifetime savings, and then bounce to another dude. Let's hear what this lawyer had to say about this.
I do divorces for people that, a woman walks out with $200-300 million. He was an analyst at Goldman Sachs who built a hedge fund and then sold it and then used his trading algorithm to build it up to $500 million. She was hot.
Yeah, that's a fact, bro. That's cutting some of you dudes right there, because you're just infatuated about how she looks. But when you get to the level of a real man of value, you're going to start to want more than just the look. Like, what's in her mind? What type of personality does she have? If you get with a woman based on how she look, unless it's just for a few yoga positions, or, she's on the carousel or what have you, unless it's for just that, you're not going to be happy in a relationship if you get with a woman based on how she look and she has a real snobby personality. She's always like in a real bitchy mood and so on and so forth. Your life is going to be miserable, son. And a lot of you are doing that. And so what goes on, she gets with you for a hot minute for your substance and she bounced to the next guy, just like this attorney is saying, my hat.
Fund and then sold it and then used his trading algorithm to build it up to $500 million. She was slept with him for a while and then stopped and started sleeping with other people and playing tennis and having Botox, and she's going to get half. Like, that's incredible. Like, do you know what he had?
Many of you guys, man, I peep how you talk. I check how you talk. All right, yeah, I got to go home. My wife is telling me to get home. You're not your own man. And you're not the head of your household. And a woman, I'm going to tell you something. Let me put you up on game. A woman would never really respect a man like you. It's only for a short period of time. And her level of attraction is going to begin to decline when she realizes that she could dictate to you, tell you what to do, and you're going to move at her every command. I talked to this one dude, man, every time his wife called, like, yo, Khan, I gotta go. This is my wife. So what? Make her wait. Does it constitute an emergency? He's too available. And guys haven't been taught this because they don't know how to be men. You don't have a real purpose. You see what I'm saying? You place her above everything. And the very moment that you do that, her level of attraction falls. Now, a lot of you guys will believe her when she say, well, no, that's not true. I want my man. No, she doesn't. Women don't really know what they want. It's not insulting, but I'm here to tell you, women are emotionally driven. It's a fact. Watch your emotions. Don't try to deal with her logically. You understand what I'm saying? These are facts, bro. I've studied this, and I chill with a lot of Eves. So, I mean, this is factual information. And so, you guys need to wake up. Get my book, A Spokesman for Men and Women That Love Them. Get my book, A High Value Man's Guide to Understanding the Modern Woman, because you really need this. And so you go on social media. You don't know who you're talking to. It could be a dude. It could be a woman that weighs 360, but she posting a photo that, listen, man, you know how to fix that? Tell her to hit you on a live. Tell her to hit you on a live so you can find out what's what. You understand what I'm talking about? Otherwise, it's fake. If she shy away from that, it's fake, bro. I'm not playing no favoritism or anything like that or big up in men, but it's no spokesperson out there really for men. So I appointed myself a spokesman for men and women that love them, women that crave them. You got all of these organizations for female, and men are like just, they're breaking you down like M16s in basic training. Like the dudes, the young dudes, they're overindulging in pizza. They don't go out and play physical contact sports anymore like that. They're on social media day in and day out playing video games. And they got a stomach all the way out the head. Did y'all peep that the testosterone level in this generation has gone way down based on previous generations? And a lot of these dudes are just whacking off. They're not even getting with a broad. Like everything is too convenient. The cell phone has dumbed you down. You're a weirdo. You're a loser. And you're a dummy. I'm not talking to anybody, but if that fits you, then wear it. If you're one of these people that be in the background creating fake profiles and so on and so forth, then shame on you. You understand what I'm talking about? If you're a guy and you don't have the confidence to approach a female and so on and so forth, like I'm telling you, get my book, A Spokesman for Men, Women That Love Them. You know what I mean? If you out here in the A, you want to ride, pull up. Put you up on some game. Give it to you the real. You understand what I'm talking about? But social media, man, you don't know what you're getting there. And when you meet someone, you need to fill them out. Don't be so quick. Men, you need to start valuing yourselves more. Don't be so quick to jump to a bride because she's attractive. Everything might be made up about her. You understand what I'm talking about? And even if it's not, what is her personality like? If you're considering settling with someone, then you really need to fill them out and screen them. Too many men fall in love way too early because you're being raised by single women and you use the female approach when dealing with women because you have not been taught how to be a man. This is a fact, bro. If you was raised by just your mother and you didn't have any male figure that was guiding you and raising you, you're not a man. You are a boy in a man's body. You have a boy's mind when it comes to being a man in certain areas. A lot of these Eves, a lot of these women, they'll raise boys. They even go off to college, but he's still like extremely bitchy and so on and so forth, overly emotional and so on and so forth, because the only thing that he actually has to measure manhood by is either tells lies visually. I mean, these Hollywood's housewives and so on and so forth, these reality TV shows, he doesn't know how to be a man. This is a fact. But I'm out here. There's some still real men left out here. And you punching someone in the grill and all of that, that doesn't make you a man. Matter of fact, a lot of dudes that can't walk away from incidents. And I'm not trying to tell you to be soft or anything like that, but you got to be wise enough to choose your battles. If you out here, you acting overly like that and you wilding out, it's because you don't really know how to be a real man. I'm talking about real manhood, masculinity. Let me tell you something, my guy. Don't you ever apologize for your masculinity, right? No one has a problem with toxic masculinity when it's time to go to war. No one has a problem with toxic masculinity in a foxhole. See, that's when toxic masculinity is highly desired. And so when a woman is saying, I'm in my masculine, there's no such thing. She shouldn't even be on that, because any masculine man is going to be highly attracted to an effeminate woman. A masculine man is not going to like a woman that's very masculine. Why? Because she's trying to be something other than herself. When you deal with the word masculinity, it comes from the word man. You understand what I'm talking about? It comes from the word man. So that's a characteristic. That's a male characteristic. Huh? Has to do with testosterone and so on and so forth. Huh? Which is why when some men overindulge and they take testosterone injections, they get like really brolic and they get, they have temper issues, man, if you ingest too much of that stuff. So the bodybuilders, for them to come back down, they have to take a female hormone, estrogen, to balance it out. But you got Eve today, the modern day Eves are on a whole different type of time. You dig what I'm saying? Pressure. So I'm telling you guys to man up. Watch out for these losers on social media and so on and so forth that's creating the fake profiles. If you meet someone online and they gassing you up, tell them to go live. See who you're really talking to. Tell them to go live. Don't get emotionally involved. And even if they do go live, you still need to meet them in person and analyze them. And unfortunately, sad but true, most men, I'm going to keep beating this in the head until you guys accept that most men don't know how to be men in this day and age. You dig what I'm saying? Most men don't know how to be men. It's a fact, bro. This is what I want to tell all men on the sounds of my voice. If you're having a problem getting with an Eve, you've been having a problem with a woman, she's not respecting you, you need to bounce on her. You need to slide, my guy. Because you're never going to be content with a woman that makes you feel less than a man. In fact, it's going to damage your self-esteem. You want to be with a woman that's really into you. If you're into your woman more than she's into you, she's not going to respect you, and she's going to eventually leave you for a real alpha male. Now, you can like that, understand to believe it or not, but it's true. So I'm telling you guys, step up, man up. Now, if you're one of them dudes, oh yeah, I got to do this, my wife is telling me to do that, that's pressure. That's pressure, my guy. You need to man up and control that household. You might say, well, that's out of touch with reality. No, it isn't. Because at the end of the day, every woman wants that. Every woman wants a strong male leader. And if she doesn't, it's because she's not into her femininity, which she was designed for. In today's society, they're on a whole different type of time, right? They're an entire different type of time. And so you hear women say, oh, yeah, I'm in my masculine. Psst. What's that? Who's attracted to that? The world is too much with us, man. But I'm out here. This is Gahan Tells a Doc. Leave your comments. And if you're going through like a breakup or something, you can hit me up, info@GahanTellsADoc.com. Hit me up. Or you could DM me. I'm out here. I'm really outside. If you be out here riding, if you want to ride, pull up. You can meet someone in a remote location. If your energy is right, and so on and so forth. But as for now, man, I'm about to slide. But I'm telling you, dudes, social media, if you're on social media looking for broads, that means you can't be on your purpose and you're losing. It's a waste of time. It's really a waste of time. And all of this stuff that's going on in social media, like the OnlyFans, you're losers. All of you dudes is doing that. All of you dudes, you rapper dudes, is going to clubs, popping bottles, you're losers. You're not real men. What? She just see you as a piggy bank, a bank. You understand what I'm saying? That's what you look like. You're a lollipop. You understand what I'm talking about? A sucker. You're a sucker for a broad. What you need to be working on like that is your purpose. If you put as much time into your purpose, the reason that you was created by the Creator, as you do women, then you will be getting it. I'm trying to get it, my guy. You understand what I'm talking about? I'm trying to get it, man. You understand? People say, yo, man, you can't love money. You shouldn't love money. But I tell you what, when you don't have money, you're miserable as hell. So for everybody out there to say money can't buy me love, it damn sure can make you happier. Because when you don't have it, you're miserable. Now stop me where I'm lying at, man. Khan tells the doc so you know said it, man. The foul mouth Kahan, man. Pressure. I'm out here. I'm really outside, man. I'm about to shut this down. Until the next time, you've been riding with the RUACH. The Ruach HaKodesh, which is the Holy Spirit and the Paleo Ibrit. I'm out here. Hit me up, man. Khan tells the doc so you know who said it. The foul mouth Kahan. You'll be safe out there, man. Slide on.